I mean, maybe that sounds so simple, but it's like what even brings them joy? Because I think also like with us talking about having certain expectations around what success is and what a successful family is and what a successful life is, there also is expectations or parameters around what it means to be happy or what it means to be. So like is that part of it too? Like people don't even want, because I can admit like some things now that bring me joy that seems so minuscule, that seems so like that someone would look at and be like, really? I don't know. Maybe it's just me thinking that, but it's like a simple thing, like as simple as literally, I was talking about this the other day, like sitting in my living room here, there's a spot by my window. If I can, like, I had this in my office at my old house too. There was a spot where if I could be inside doing my thing, right? Whatever it was, whether it was work or reading or whatever, but I still had this area that I could see outside and I could see my yard and I could see trees and I
Mhm.
could see, and just that very fucking simple thing of being inside, of being comfortable, of doing my thing, but also being able to see my yard and trees and the backyard and outside and just watch it
I feel like that
brought me
is,
so much joy.
it's so shameful that we don't admit that,
Yeah, like
because
it's
I think that
because it's
brings
not
everybody
grand
joy.
enough,
It's not
because it's not,
luxurious. It's not fucking
yeah, like it's
expensive.
not it, but it does. Like it literally, if I can, I don't know. It's
For
just
me, it's being by water. If I can just
yeah,
be by a lake, be
that it
by
just brings
anything.
you this, yeah, that it just brings you this peace, this joy, this contentment. You just have, you feel it in your body
But it's
almost. Like,
because we have, I mean, we've talked about this before too. I think number one, as women, things associated with female joy are often diminished. So
mm,
whether it's like,
mm-hmm,
yoga and like your dog or nature walks or pumpkin spice lattes that we've talked about,
right.
and it's like it's diminished, it's looked down on, it's silly, it's facetious, it's childlike, it's not serious.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
guys buy jerseys and like gadgets, and nobody's like, "Yeah, cool jersey, buddy." Like you're a fucking child wearing like your favorite sports player's shirt. Like I don't really believe that, but like no one's gonna say that to a guy. But
Yeah.
if a woman is, wanting to again have something that gives her that joy. So like I do think number one, we tend to diminish if we don't value this joy as a society, which is usually in our world right now focused on consumption,
Very much.
that it's diminished. But I
Right.
would also say that we are not encouraged to think about what truly gives us joy.
Mm-hmm.
We are encouraged again to engage in toxic coping mechanisms to give us joy. So
Yeah.
whether that's like the wine or the overindulgence in food or the shopping or the, overindulgence in sex or gambling or like whatever this is that is fun for us, right? Girls' night
Mm-hmm.
out, like what are you doing? You're going out, you're getting smashed. I mean, I like our girls' nights out where we go and eat lots of food and get hammered and then go to sleep. But at the end of the day, we're still eating lots of food, getting hammered. I know for us it's about the connection and the people, but
Yeah.
still anchored around things that aren't really good for us.
Yeah.
So when we talk about personal joy, and that's where deep clarity needs to be a huge part of your process when
Yeah.
you're trying to understand how to live in alignment, how to understand what your intrinsic self is, what your life
Yeah.
force is, what your higher self is, whatever you want to call it, that that discovery, that self discovery, that clarity that you need to unearth essentially in terms of what you like, what feeds your spirit, what
Yeah.
feeds your energy from a relationship with your body to your relationship with other people to your relationship with yourself, right? All
Mm-hmm.
of these things you need to start developing some clarity around what is actually good for you. And so we've talked about this. I do
Yeah.
not like working out. The concept of working out has never been sold to me as it's good for your mental health, it's good for your energy levels. It's always been sold to me as it's for losing weight. And so,
Mm-hmm.
my shit is definitely not anywhere like I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Fuck you,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
As opposed to like this is for like health and longevity and that type of thing. And so,
And
you
that can
know,
actually just, you can do something and enjoy it. It doesn't have to be like, like you can do movement that is actually, I think that's why like running speaks so much to me because I can run outside. I can have both things that I love, being in
Or
nature
it's swimming,
and
same
like
thing.
just moving my body in a repetitive way that gives me clarity when I think, or swimming. Like we've talked about swimming. Swimming's a big one for you. Riding my bike, like, like
But
it's
also just
like it's
even
the
like
way.
the last couple of days where I'm like, I just need to like move my body, like get a little bit of sweat going in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't really like it when I'm doing it, but I am feeling better. And I have
Yeah. You
to
like the
recognize
after result.
I
Yeah.
like the outcome. And
Yeah,
so in
exactly.
the moment, I'm like, and I'm like literally doing like half an hour workout. Like these are not, enormous things that are sucking up some of my time. And they're fun. They are things that I generally like. It's good music, it's dancing, it's that kind of thing. But like
Yeah.
in the moment, I'm not really enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't love
Yeah.
it, but I fucking love the outcome.
Yeah.
So the joy that I get from the outcome of that activity is not immediate. And that's another thing, is that joy is often associated with immediate gratification in our
Yes.
society and
Yeah.
not the outcomes of hard work or motivation